Showed up. Shawty.
Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. I don't have properly working internet. It's moving super slow today. I have, let's see, it's 9:13. My class starts at 1. I have 10, 11, 12, 3 or 4 hours before my class starts today. And I got up super early to go to the fabric store. I went to go to the fabric store. My bank balance said, no, you're not going shopping. So here I am making a video because I needed something to do, something creative to do. So I'm a student traveler. Alhamdulillah, I've been blessed to have traveled to many countries in my lifetime. But especially since I'm at a school that is overseas in the United Arab Emirates in Abu Dhabi, I have to travel a lot for going back home, coming back to school, things like that. So I thought that to all of the student travelers out there, for any kid in college or in high school who really wants to travel and needs some advice from a fellow student, a fellow teenager, then I could help you out with that. So these are like 12 tips that you can just keep in mind whenever you're planning on going traveling, because some of this stuff is, learned by experience. You can go online and see tips to, for traveling, but some things you just learn from experience. The obvious one, number one, is to have a passport. That is super important. As an American, I don't really know how it works for other countries, but as an American, it's pretty simple to get your passport. It just takes a bit of time, and obviously costs money. So get your passport first. Once you get it, that is literally your ticket out of the US. Once you have it, you have absolutely no excuse to not use it. You have to use it. You're compelled to use it. So don't let it go to waste. When you're traveling, usually, depending on what country you're going to, again, the US is different from other countries. They don't really require US citizens to have that many visas when you go to specific countries. So if it does require a visa to get to go somewhere, you should check that out and probably apply for one, because that also takes a certain amount of time. And you can't go into a country that requires a visa without one. So definitely look into that if you're going to a country that requires a visa. Whenever you're traveling, you have to pack extra clothes. So you have your normal suitcase that you're gonna put some of your clothes in, and then you have like a carry-on backpack. And in your carry-on backpack, you should have an extra pair of clothes, because you should kind of have in your head, well, if I'm traveling and something happens to my luggage, I don't have any clothes. And you don't want to be in a situation where you cannot change into clothes, or you have to spend your precious money. But if you want to be comfortable and you want to be safe, bring your own clothes, like basically a whole nother change of clothes. So shirt, undergarments, pants, socks, anything that you might need. And you should probably also carry your toiletries in your bag, and make sure that they're all in the small travel containers and stuff like that, so that they don't get pulled out. So you should probably have your toiletries in your bag too, so that if something happens, you have that with you on hand. Know your weight limit. Whenever you're going onto a plane, usually for your checked bag, you'll have a weight limit. So let's say if you're flying on Delta or something like that, it'll be like 70 pounds or something like that is the weight limit. And that's a lot of weight. So if you're going for like a week, your bag does not need to be weighing 70 pounds. Coupled with that is pack light. You always want to have space to put souvenirs in. And I know from experience that if you're going to be buying things, you don't want to like run out of room because you brought so many clothes with you. So just bring the essentials. Bring like a couple pair of jeans, couple of shirts, couple of scarves, or however you pack or whatever, but bring a small amount of things so that you have plenty of room to buy things in the other country and to pack it, and it'll be fine. Always have money on you. You never want to get into a country and say, I have no money, because that is a serious problem. Wherever you're coming from, whether it be America or another country, always have your own currency on you. Don't worry about not having the same currency as the country that you're going to. Whenever you get to the airport, you can transfer the money and it'll be fine. But just always have enough money on you. If you have a credit card, bring that with you. If you have a debit card, it's not usually as helpful, but at least you can make transactions on an ATM. if you're going to bring money, usually depending on what country you're going to, you're going to need to have a special kind of wallet, because sometimes you're in a place where there are a lot of pickpockets, so you could get one of those wallets that you can put into your clothes, or what are they called, fanny packs. You can have those too. So those are really essential, especially if you're a little concerned about the whole money issue. Whenever you're in an airport, have your phone charged and have a phone charger. I have this awesome little device called, I don't know what this is called actually, but anyway, I got it online. It's a neat little device. It is a phone charger that has no plug. It's pretty awesome. Basically what you do is you charge it like you're gonna charge a normal phone. So they have a USB input, and they also have like a phone charger input. So you can charge this by plugging it in, and you charge it overnight or something like that, and this will flash. It'll flash blue, and that means that it's on. And then you can charge your phone by it, and it lasts for like it'll give your phone a complete charge, and it saved me so many times. It's so effective. I would definitely get that. I would definitely invest in that if you're planning on traveling for a while. And also always have your phone charger and maybe an adapter. You might have to get an adapter that's specific to that country, because everyone's wall sockets are different. So depending on where you're going, you can get an adapter for that. You need to have an emergency contact. Have it written on a piece of paper in like legible handwriting, and you also want to have it in your phone. So if your phone gets stolen, your phone gets lost or whatever, then you should have something either on the back of your phone, on the inside of your phone, or something like that, so that if someone opens it, then they can easily call that number or something like that, and something is gonna happen. They'll know what to do. But you should always have an emergency contact, so if something happens to you, I hope that nothing ever happens to you when you're traveling, but if something happens to you, then you have an emergency contact on your person or in your personal item, so that someone who's trying to help you out can contact somebody that you know will be able to help you. Always have medicine. So whether it's medicine specific for that country, so for example, if you're going to a country that has malaria or something, you'll take malaria pills. You'll take them before, and you'll take them during your trip, and you'll probably take them after your trip. So you always want to have that medicine on you and in a safe place. Always bring Advil with you, because Advil helps in any kind of situation. If you have a headache, if you have soreness, if you have pain, bring Advil with you. That's kind of like a rule of thumb. If you're going to a country that you're going to be eating new and different food, bring diarrhea pills, or like stomach pills or something like that. That's really important, because it is not fun to have an upset stomach on a trip. Not fun. Bring a book with you. If you're on a long flight, books are always fun. Or if you're not into books, you can bring your laptop or iPad, or whatever kind of device keeps you busy, keeps you from being bored. There's a time when movies just like don't cut it anymore, so you're gonna want to bring something to occupy your time, or you can stare out the window the whole time, but it might be night, so you never know. You might need a book. If you have a camera or something like that and you're going to a beautiful country, bring a camera. It's not a rule, but it's fun, and it's really, really awesome to take great pictures of your surroundings and kind of document where you're going. Bring a pen and notebook. That's really important too. You want to be able to write down a place that you're going to, or a location, or a name of a place, or your own name, because you're going to want to communicate with other people on the street, or a taxi driver or whatever that might not understand English, or you might want to remember something important. So definitely bring a paper and a pen, because you're going to need it getting around and navigating the city that you're going to. Bring snacks. Bring your own snacks. You might find that you love the snacks that are in this particular country, but you don't know that until you get there. So I would bring your own snacks. Bring like granola bars and whatever, like just snacks that you're going to enjoy, and bring them with you, because you never know when you're going to have food. You never know when you're just going to be trekking around the city or in the middle of nowhere where there are no restaurants. Have a backup plan. If you're going to a specific hotel when you get off the plane, have a backup plan for finding another hotel if you can't get to it. If you're meeting someone at the airport and you don't know if they're going to show up or not, have a backup plan for getting in contact with them, or getting another type of a mode of transportation. If you end up in a situation where you're stranded somewhere, just think about all the worst things that could happen to you and plan for it. Nothing might happen, but at least you're prepared for the worst situation ever. And it's always good to keep in mind that you have it. It's just reassuring when you're going to an unfamiliar place that you have a backup plan. It's very important to just plan out where you're going. I've never heard of someone like totally enjoying their trip when they're worrying every 5 seconds, oh my god, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? Just think, sit and think, even before you leave your country, your home country. Think about where you're going, what you're doing, who you're meeting, blah blah blah. Run through it in your head, because good planning makes a good trip. So yeah, those are just some helpful tips for traveling if you're going to be traveling, coming from an experienced traveler, a teenager. If you need any more advice or have something that you think I should mention that I forgot to mention, please let me know in the comments down below. Please like this video and share and subscribe. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and safe travels to anyone who's traveling. Good luck, and thank you so much for watching. Assalamualaikum.